It was from Barcelona to Mallorca, all the way up to Scotland to Edinburgh, then down to Manchester, and then I was supposed to go to Nice, France, didn't go, ended up in Lisbon, Portugal. And here is exactly all the things that went wrong and all the things that I did. My name is Jenna Kelly. My handle is at The World's Publicist. I'm an American who lives in Barcelona, sharing all of my experiences with you as well as my travels. I took the trip in August. I got there on a Saturday and I booked Bach City Hostel. Actually, 10 out of 10 recommend. I met so many people. Everyone was super welcoming. My whole itinerary kind of changed because I made friends there and we started doing things together. It was actually pretty clean as well. You have your own little pod for your bed. There was a lot of room. You have a locker. So yeah, definitely recommend Bach City Hostel. So night number one, I got there kind of late and I was just hungry. I met a girl at the hostel. We went to TKO Tacos. The next morning, I wanted to just have kind of a chill morning. So I was walking towards the marina. I figured I would do just a long walk to walk through the city. Got myself some breakfast, brunch situation. So I had booked myself a party boat to go on for the midday. It's the Barça Sampa party boat. I was kind of nervous because I was going on this party boat by myself, but I was like, whatever, it's a way to meet people. And when I tell you this party boat was so much fun, like everybody was getting to know each other. We were getting free drinks. Everybody was dancing, partying, just having a genuine good time. When I got back to the hostel, I showered, I got ready to go out for the night, and there was everybody that was just talking to each other like within the room. So a couple of us met up and decided to go get drinks together. I remember meeting one guy who had been in Mallorca for a pretty long time at that point. So he showed me this like gorgeous viewpoint at night with like a windmill behind me. It was like very Moulin Rouge-esque, but in Mallorca. So on Monday morning, I went to a beach because I wanted to go to like one of the little calas that they are like pretty famously known for. And so I just took a bus, public transportation, and went straight to the beach. And then I got back around like midday and I went up to the rooftop pool at the hostel. There was a bar by the pool and we all just were like getting to know each other and like just kind of got carried away and had fun doing that. So then Tuesday morning, I got some breakfast, headed to the airport, and was on my way to Edinburgh in Scotland, which I didn't realize I was going during Fringe Festival. So I stayed at St. Christopher's Hostel. I'm not gonna lie, the hostel, I would probably have stayed somewhere else. Edinburgh is incredibly gorgeous, like breathtaking. I would go back in a heartbeat. Like this city is just like a storybook. It is beautiful. So the first night I was there, I did a Johnny Walker whiskey tasting tour, which was super, super cool, worth every penny. The staff put on such a good tour. It's very like interactive, entertaining. You get a drink with it. And then after that, I went to a bar and then I went back to my hostel. I visited the castle, the Royal Mile. I saw a bunch of different shows during the Fringe Festival that's just happening literally all around the city in different restaurants in different areas. It's just really cool to be walking around. I went to the park, just did a lot of sightseeing that day. I did like the Writers Museum. This was just kind of like one of those days where like you just kind of get lost in the city and stumble upon like everything that you want to see. And then that night I went to dinner near Grass Market, that area, and I saw some Fringe shows, and then I went to bed to get ready for the next day. On Thursday, I did a hike. I did Arthur's Seat. If you have the opportunity to do the hike, do the hike. It is a gorgeous viewpoint of like all of Edinburgh. And then I ended up going home because I was hopping on a train the next day to Manchester. So I woke up to a very harsh reality that my train was canceled and I had no idea. And when you solo travel, you have to allot for things to change at the drop of a hat. And I was working with ScotRail, which also now have learned the hard way that they are terrible. And also my phone didn't work because I have a Spanish phone number. And so my phone wouldn't make phone calls in the UK. So I was at the receptionist of the hostel on their landline doing all of this. Anyways, fast forward, I end up getting on a train to Manchester. The point of me going to Manchester was because my best friend that I met in Spain is from the UK, and she had to go back to her hometown for like a couple of months. Overall thoughts about Manchester: very expensive, and it's in pounds. My friend warned me about this, so that's why I was staying in an Airbnb outside of the city. First night, like, we went out and we bar hopped. We did a bar crawl, UK style. They go to a bar, hammer a drink, go to the next bar, hammer a drink, go to the next bar, hammer a drink, and if you don't finish it, you're babysitting, they make you chug it. So that was eye-opening. The next day, me and my friend got lunch in the city. She showed me kind of around the downtown area. Later that night, she took me out to a bar. I got very drunk and I was like, I'll just go home, grab my stuff at the Airbnb, and then I'll just go straight to the airport. Like, I'll just sleep on the plane to Nice. It'll be fine. Never, ever, ever do this. It was not fine. I got to the airport on time. I booked with EasyJet, which I also would never ever book with again because they don't even have alternatives for you if you miss a flight. Like, the alternative was go to another airport that was 4 hours away from here. I was inebriated at the airport, and I took a little nap thinking it would be fine, and I was just a little bit farther away from my gate. I woke up in a panic 10 minutes after the gate closed to Nice. So I really screwed myself over. I think the universe just said, you are not going to Nice, because I book another flight, right? Then when I booked that flight, it was coming out of Paris. That flight, out of nowhere, just gets canceled because a bird got struck in the engine. Now, Lisbon came into play because before I booked the trip, I was supposed to go to Nice with someone that I was friends with, and he had canceled on me right before the trip. So I was going to cut my time short in Nice and go to Lisbon to see my friend that I had met in Italy. However, I was at the airport for so long, I basically missed the time that I was in Nice. My friend was like, just book your trip to Lisbon. Like, screw Nice. Obviously, it's not working out. Come to Lisbon, get an Airbnb for one night, and then you can come with us when we get there. Like, I stayed at this random Airbnb. I got super lucky because the keys weren't even in the lock. Like, someone just happened to open the door when I was there. Like, I was like, this can't be happening to me again. When I woke up, I got all my stuff and I went to breakfast and was just happy that the trip kind of got back on track. Okay, I had to turn the lights on in my room. It was getting dark. We went straight to the beach in Costa de Caparica. I think I'm pronouncing that wrong, so I'll just put it here. Really soft white sand, blue water, and then we got pizza nearby, and it was just delicious. And then later that night, me and my friend went to a viewpoint to see the sunset, and then we got dinner and had like really traditional Portuguese food. Me and my friend both work from home, so the next day we worked a little bit during the day. Then we hopped on one of those like rental mopeds. He's been to Lisbon before, so he just like took me on like a tour throughout the city. Lisbon is a really cute city. I would 100% go back and explore more. He had to go back and work a little bit. I ended up going to the beer museum by myself, and then he met up with me, and then we went out that night for sushi and we got some drinks. The next day we saw a different part of Lisbon. We went by the water and we went to this like open air shopping mall and just went shopping and spent the day like just seeing more parts of Portugal. Yeah, it was a great way to end the 10-day trip, especially when nightmare situations happen during your solo trip. My name is Jenna Kelly. My handle is @theworldspublicist. If you want to see more experiences, more itineraries, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment more things that you would like to see as well. And I'll see you next time.